2 decades ago, a world where everyday objects could feel the world through sensors and then analyze, store, or exchange information existed only in science fiction novels. Imagine a world where parking spaces know when they are free and tell your car how to get to them, or where your TV is so smart you can ask it to suggest some movies for the evening. Today, such scenarios are becoming reality thanks to the Internet of Things. Internet of Things is a global network of physical objects, such as devices, vehicles, buildings, and other items fitted with microchips, sensors, and software. These things talk to each other through the existing web infrastructure. The applications of Internet of Things are endless, but unfortunately it is not free from challenges. Security, privacy, regulations, power consumption issues can slow down the progress of Internet of Things. It is unclear where exactly enterprises plan to store the massive amount of data that will be created. Maintenance is a critical issue to understand as billions of new devices flood the Internet. Such technical problems as maintenance and big data can be resolved by regular hardware update. I believe that virtual problems such as security and standardization will create a lot more challenges. As can be seen from articles and posts from major blogs such as Quora and CMS Wire, the limitations of the Internet of Things become obvious as soon as one wants to integrate devices from various manufacturers into a single application or system. This makes regulations a very important topic. Unfortunately, building a single global ecosystem of things communicating with each other seamlessly is virtually impossible today. There is no unique and universal application protocol for the Internet of Things that can work across the many network interfaces available today. In other words, the Internet of Things of today is essentially a collection of isolated Internets of Things that can't really interact with each other. For the Internet of Things to become a reality, we will need a single universal application layer protocol for devices and applications to talk to each other, regardless of how they are physically connected. To solve this problem, modularphonesforum.com suggests interconnecting Internet of Things devices directly. This correlates well with the idea of webofthings.org, which believes in Web of Things where any device accessed using standard web protocols. In order to realize the full potential of the Internet of Things, I believe enterprise IT will need to come up with a standardization protocol that will make it possible for all of these devices to communicate with one another. However, according to multiple research works published by Cisco and Huawei, security is the main challenge of IoT. It is a major concern of those who are watching the development of the Internet of Things. According to Gartner, significant security challenges will remain as the big data created as a result of the deployment of numerous devices will drastically increase security complexity. Interestingly, creating some unifying standards across the Internet of Things could actually improve the overall security as well. An Internet of Things world that allows for easy communication between devices regardless of manufacturer will be easier to protect. Internet, which is by definition the infrastructure of World Wide Web, can be classified as the Internet of Documents, the Internet of Commerce, the Internet of Appliances, the Internet of People, and the Internet of Things. So as you can see, the Internet of Things is just a part of the Internet. Therefore, Internet of Things won't take over the Internet, but will eventually become its extension. The future of Internet of Things technology depends on how well device developers and service providers respond to those challenges. I believe that despite the obstacles, Internet of Things devices will unleash a new wave of Internet-based services and will become the ubiquitous extension of the Internet.